you can be that isn't where you were meant to be. And I believe Rice Street is where I'm meant to be. I knew I really wanted to run as a candidate, but was unsure of myself. And because of my self-doubt, I almost didn't run. Luckily, when I had made the decision that I couldn't do it, I got a Facebook message from Elena, president of the program. And through talking to her, I was able to gain the confidence to dive into the candidacy program right before the applications were due. Next came the challenge of finding a sponsor. And because I signed up so last minute, I didn't have much time. But once again, when I was riddled with self-doubt and I didn't think I belonged to this program, I got the opportunity to be sponsored by SAVE. It was the perfect sponsor for me. SAVE is a nonprofit organization that has given out over $900,000 in art supplies and scholarships. And without their constant support, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to my sponsor SAVE for allowing me the opportunity to grow as a professional and make lifelong connections and friendships. Through this program, I met people who will forever impact my life, and I couldn't even possibly list them all. But there are two special connections I've made that must be mentioned. Michelle, while you referred to yourself as the Hot Mess Express, you always carried yourself with fabulous grace and poise. I really enjoyed you sharing your words of wisdom and adventures with Jocelyn and I. Jocelyn, I cannot wait until your visionary committee becomes a reality. You are so creative and compassionate. You truly are a queen. I'm going to miss all of the laughs and crazy ideas and plans you posed to Michelle and I. I know that the three of us will always keep in touch. Along with meeting these two great women, I had the opportunity to travel across Minnesota and Wisconsin, making many new friends and experiencing new events. Some of my fondest memories are from events like Applefest, our days in Osceola, and also getting to be a part of the special Winter Carnival events. And while traveling is always fun, I do enjoy staying close to home, sometimes too, which is why I need to give a huge thank you to the Little Canadian Days Committee and the community of Little Canada for including us in your amazing celebration. Whether it was the corn feed, button pinning, or all of the beautiful parades we got to be a part of, you and your community always made us feel so special and so welcome. And I cannot wait to see what fun things are in store for next year's celebration. Lastly, I wanted to say thank you to my friends and family for supporting me and ensuring I had everything I needed to be successful this year. I love you guys. And while this experience may be coming to an end, I know there are so many new adventures to be had and connections to be made as an alumni of this program. I will be joining an amazing group of educative, supportive, inspirational, and strong women. And in the end, I know Rice Street is where I was meant to be.
I don't know if I will ever be able to fully express my experience as a Rice Street princess during this historic year, but I'll try. We all know how much the world can change in a single moment. My world was changed by a phone call in the spring of 2019 when a friend suggested I run for Rice Street. As I investigated, I was impressed by these strong women working to empower their community and knew I wanted to be a part of that. I told the judges once that I knew that Rice Street was not about me. It was about creating the best team to serve the community. I hope I have lived up to that. Whether making a child's day blowing kisses during a parade or taking the time to notice someone who feels lonely and give them the gift of being seen, I hope that my giving has created a positive impact in my community and the world. To Molly, my fellow princess, I can think of no one I'd rather have join me on the Hot Mess Express this year. Your love for the festival world is impressive, and you have a great ability to find mutual connections everywhere we go. Thank you for always quite literally helping me fix my crown by lending me bobby pins. I'm so glad that you'll be living close to me as you venture out into your career helping others. Jocelyn, I think that you are the only person who was shocked that you were selected queen. You have a unique ability to be silly and joking about a topic one second and articulate and insightful the next. Case in point, Visionary Committee 2020. I have learned so much by observing the way you communicate with others. I'm going to miss the car rides and phone calls where we talk about royalty and life, and I hope we can still keep each other grounded. I'm glad we've shared a similar outlook on the impact we wanted to create this year through authenticity. Go take on the world and keep being your silly self. Thank you to the Rice Street alumni and all those who coordinated everything from our wardrobe to events. I wish I had time to thank you each by name. Thank you for all the ways you have supported us and everything you have taught us. I would especially like to thank President Elena for her tireless work. Your bravery in placing the needs of the organization above your own comfort inspires and challenges me. Thank you to the Canadian Days Committee for your partnership and collaboration in serving our community. From my first interactions assembling buttons as candidates to the final moments we spent helping with this year's button raffle and crown, you have made our events at Canadian Days some of my favorites. I'll never forget serving corn and pancakes during the festival, or having one of Little Canada's littlest citizens hold my hand and provide an endless stream of conversation the entire time we walked in the Kitty Parade. Thank you for all your support. To my sponsor, the Minnesota Fishing Company, and its founder Andy Kosin, I cannot thank you enough for your support. I would not be here without you. I've been so honored to represent your business this year. Andy, thank you for using your talents to support the Rice Street royalty by designing our logo and buttons. Thank you to all those businesses and people who have supported Rice Street throughout the years, and to all my friends and family who have provided me with such personal support this year, too numerous to name. I'm so blessed by all of you. To the Sparkle section, you are some of the brightest, most passionate, and articulate young people I have ever met. I'm so glad we were able to share this unique royal year together. Marianne Williamson once said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us." We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? I encourage each of you to keep shining brightly. I don't think I will be able to put into words the impact this year has had on me, partly because I'm still learning from the experience. None of us could have predicted that our royal year would conclude in the midst of a pandemic, and it can sometimes be hard to find the good in the world right now. But it does exist, and it is worth fighting for. While my year as a Rice Street Princess is coming to a close, I am so excited to continue that mission as a Rice Street Royalty alumni.
It's hard to believe that over a year ago, I was given this amazing opportunity to represent Rice Street Royalty. I couldn't have imagined what this next year was going to bring. I expected having public speaking, events, and volunteering opportunities, but I did not expect meeting so many amazing individuals. It was meeting all these amazing individuals that made this past year so memorable. The Sparkle section encompasses many of these amazing individuals. There are countless memories I could talk about, like meeting before parades, dancing at the Orange Tie event in Anoka, or volunteering at Feed My Starving Children. These events were made memorable because of the conversations and interactions I had with all of the Sparkle section. Although the ending of this year was a little unconventional, the virtual meetings and games made this year still fun and fulfilling. Therefore, I need to say thank you for all of the amazing conversations and memories. There are two people within the Sparkle section that stood by my side both literally and figuratively throughout the year. I met Molly and Michelle for the first time as a Rice Street candidate. I wouldn't have ever guessed that by the end of this year I would have become so close to these two individuals. Molly, you are the first person I connected with as a Rice Street candidate at the information meeting. I remember starting my Rice Street journey, sitting at a table with you, connecting over how we both went to college in Wisconsin. At that day, I would have never guessed that we would be spending a full year together learning and growing. You taught me how to be proper while in Crown and made me laugh when I messed up, like when I was learning how to eat a cupcake. You were my first friend in Rice Street, and you will be my close friend for many years to come. Michelle, Throughout this year, I have learned so much about you and your love for traveling and Meghan Markle. Your personality lights up a room, and you can always find a personal connection with anyone at any event. I admire your ability to manage being a full-fledged adult and representing Rice Street. I have learned so much from you, and I can't wait to see what else I will learn from you. Both of you have represented Rice Street so well throughout this year, and I know you will be doing amazing things. I can't wait to see where your journeys take you. One person that I met during my candidacy that helped me make this whole year happen was Kevin at Dar's Double Scoop. I was excited to see that you were willing to sponsor a Rice Street candidate. I knew that you would be the perfect sponsor for me since ice cream is my favorite food. Another group of people I need to thank are the people at Little Canada. The Little Canadian Days Corn Feed was the first event I did as a Rice Street royalty queen. And the last in-person event I did was the Little Canadian Days Parade/raffle. I wouldn't have wanted to start or end my year any other way. The individuals I met in Little Canada are so hospitable and kind. Little Canada truly made my year special. There is another group of people that need to receive a huge thank you. This is the Rice Street Royalty alumni. Not only did you sacrifice your time and money to make this year possible, you also provided support, encouragement, and sisterhood. I honestly had so much fun at every Rice Street Royalty meeting because it's hard not to laugh and joke with such amazing individuals. I know things may have not gone as planned towards the last few months, but all of you have still found a way to make it special. I can't wait to see how I will contribute as a Rice Street Royalty alumni. I could not end this speech without thanking my wonderful family members. Nikki, thank you for always having a place for me to stay. It really helped being able to shorten my commute to and from events, as well as having a person to talk to about events. I love starting and ending my events at your house, spending time with you and your cats. Rihanna, without you, I would have never ran for Rice Street. You told me about this amazing program and it helped me fill out my application at Starbucks just days before the first event. I have to dedicate this past year to you because without you, I wouldn't have ever had this incredible experience. Mom and Dad, thank you for all of your mental, financial, and emotional support. I know when times get stressful, I could always talk through situations with you two. Your advice and encouragement help me through the year without going completely crazy. I truly cannot say in words how thankful I am for all you do for me. Although the past few months are ending differently than I expected, the memories and growth I made during this time can show that you can still have a fulfilling year despite COVID. I would like to say my final thank yous to all the people who made this year possible. The people I have met and the memories I have gained will forever be with me no matter what life throws at me. For the last time, I will take off my crown as your Rice Street Royalty Queen.